Hey there, this is the Living in Bakersfield channel, and I am your local Bakersfield realtor, Angel Shabilsky. So here's the thing, we realtors, we're reading the room here in California, and to be honest, a lot of y'all are leaving for Tennessee. So I wanted to make sure that we connected you. If you are somebody that watches this channel or I am popping up in your feed and you want to know who to reach out to in Memphis, Tennessee, I've got your girl. Her name is Natasha McDaniel. Ta-da! Here she is. Natasha is a realtor in the Memphis area. We're going to go through it and we're going to cover some of the top questions that we get a lot in our area about a move to Tennessee. Natasha, let me ask you this question first. Is Memphis full?
So Memphis is not full at all. I mean, what we call Memphis here is a little big city. So I'm originally from Houston, Texas. If you've been to Houston, if you're from Houston, if you've ever visited, you know that it is large, tons of traffic, and everything is just spread out, and it's massive, but we've had more and more people come to the area, and it just feels so much more full, even more than when I left about 8 years ago. In relation to that, especially as my experience, Memphis is not full. There's so many things that can be tied to that question, as far as not a lot of traffic here, easy to get from one side of the city to the next. And so you kind of feel like you have some space between your neighbors, if that makes sense. So nope, Memphis is not full.
Yay, we love that. So you are helping a lot of Californians move there. How long have you lived in Memphis, did you say? 8 years?
Yep, 8 years. December made 8 years for me. That's correct.
Ooh. And you've been a realtor the whole time, or mostly the whole time, I presume?
Yep, I've been a realtor the whole time. I first was licensed in Texas, got married, about 8 months later, moved to the Memphis area. And so, yep, I have been in real estate full-time as a realtor for 8 years, and my husband is a real estate investor. So we're a team here. We just live, breathe, eat, real estate.
That's good. Boy, not a lot of people usually leave Texas for Tennessee. So I bet that was a new thing for you too, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was. My husband is also from Texas as well. He's from East Texas, small town in East Texas. He moved here about a year prior to me, in insurance actually. And then we got married. I moved here. So a year later, we love Texas. We honestly really are diehard Texans. But Tennessee does have some similarities, as honestly, it is still the South, but we are diehard Texans, and we love Texas.
Once a Texan, always a Texan.
I believe that.
What is it? You could take the girl out of Texas, but you can't take Texas out of the girl?
No, this interview is not about Texas, but I'm telling you, like, I'm a Texan at heart. But I love being in Tennessee also. I really am. Yeah. I try not to harp on Texas so much.
Right. Well, Memphis is home now, so that's where you're the expert now. So we will lean into that area. So are there a lot of Californians moving where you're at?
Yes, honestly. I just went under contract last week with another California couple. Our property manager that handles all of our rentals, she moved from California. And I didn't help her, but she moved to California before I started the channel. There's a couple girls at my CrossFit gym. Like this morning, we were just talking about it. They moved from California here to Tennessee. One last year, one this year. I got a call last week, since you and I actually had talked about even doing this interview. I got another call last week from a family in California. And so it seems to be specifically tied to the channel, and just, around just talking to people, but specifically tied to the channel. The calls that I do get are mainly from folks in California for some reason.
Californians are getting we're getting squeezed out. So there's a lot of us that are like, we just want to live our lives, and we just want to be like left alone to live our life. And so we know that Tennessee is a state where you can just kind of do that, at least speaking from the people that I've helped leave. Now, what areas so there's Memphis, but then do you serve surrounding areas as well? Like, what does that look like for somebody that's watching?
Yeah, so you have the city of Memphis proper, which is Shelby County. And then you've got some outlying areas that we consider, basically like the suburbs, like Arlington, Tennessee, Lakeland, Tennessee. If you go a little bit further north, we've got Millington, we've got Atoka, Munford. Also, the other thing too is that Memphis and Mississippi are, I mean, they're right there next to each other. So I'm also licensed in Mississippi and I serve Northwest Mississippi, so Olive Branch, Mississippi, South Haven, Mississippi, Hernando. And so those are a lot of areas that people look for as well. My first California family that I helped move here actually bought a home in South Haven, Mississippi. It was amazing, the comparison. They got so much more in a home, way bigger, about $1 million less than what their home is worth now in California. Yeah.
So are Californians mainly buying resale, like a home that's already existing, or do they tend to want something bright and shiny and brand new, penny, new construction?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's kind of across the board, honestly. But what I have sold specifically is resale. And so the other couple just went under contract last week. They bought here in the Midtown area, which is our Midtown area, the areas where there's, you know, restaurants in every corner. You can kind of walk to places, that kind of thing.
Walk it in Memphis. Come on, we had to get that joke.
Right? which, by the way, let me just say that when you say walking in Memphis, no, you need a car everywhere here. That does not apply. That does not apply. I actually mentioned that on my last video about 5 things to know about before moving to Memphis. You definitely need a car here. But it just kind of depends on what people are looking for, actually. So I'll tell you this. Another uptick in what I'm seeing is because we have the naval base in Millington. And so, you know, we're getting those calls from Navy folks that are moving also.
So when they're moving there, they're going to be buying resale predominantly. And there is no walking in Memphis. You have to actually have a car.
You got to have a car.
Well, that's good to know. We Californians can be a little persnickety about our weather and bugs. So tell me, what should we expect? Like, what would be the one thing you would tell us to expect about weather and bugs when we move to Tennessee?
Yeah.
Well, you're from Texas, so you're used to big bugs, but
you know, here's the thing. You would think that, but see, I'm a city girl from Texas. So it's a little bit different. I'll tell you a story about the bugs piece in a little bit. My husband and I were just laughing about it, but weather. I just posted a video on my channel about the weather in Memphis. Just to kind of break it down, we do get all 4 seasons, which is kind of nice. So you're gonna love, I had one girl from my CrossFit gym. She had moved here, you know, from California, and she was just like, when the fall colors had hit, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love. And you know, it was the same feeling that I got, because in Texas it's pretty much just evergreens. But we get all 4 seasons here in Memphis. We've seen an uptick in tornado activity in the sense of warnings more so than actual like touchdowns, but we have had a couple of those in one main one like last year that hit the Covington, Tennessee area outside of Memphis proper. But we get all 4 seasons. You know, winter, if you love snow, you're gonna get it here at least 1 to 2 times a year in January, early February. Summers can be hot and humid, but not as humid as Houston's. But if people are not used to the humidity, you know, that's just something to kind of brace yourself for. So as far as the bugs go, we have some land, you know, have a few chickens. Even though I'm a city girl, we were just talking about this specifically to bugs. Seeing a stink bug, and I freaked out. I was just like with the covers like this, like, oh my gosh, where did my husband move me to? You know, buying some land here in Tennessee or in the Memphis area. But for the most part, as far as bugs, you're not going to get too many bugs. Now, summertime, you know, mosquitoes.
Anyway, Natasha, so tell me, what is the price of gas over there today? Because I can tell you, I paid I think it was $4.89 2 days ago, $50. Yeah. What'd you guys pay?
I really wish I would pay attention to the price of gas, but it's not that. It's definitely at least a couple dollars cheaper than that. I really don't pay attention because I like to use my, you know, my little Kroger points or what. Well, y'all may not have Kroger. Anyway, grocery store.
Yeah.
You know, points or whatever, but it's definitely not that. So what, maybe like $2.89. Oh, don't take that as gospel. I mean, it's considerably cheaper than what y'all are paying. That blows my mind what y'all are paying.
That's awesome. I won't take it as gospel, but it's still encouraging. I can tell you, every Californian just went, what? We haven't seen 2 in 5 years. I do have another question. Do you guys have a Costco in Memphis? Because we love
We
Costco.
do. Yes, we
Yes.
do. We do have Costco. I wish they would build a couple more, but
Mhm.
there is one in the Cordova area, which Cordova is kind of like the center-ish of Memphis next to Bartlett. But it's just easy to get to no matter, where you are in the city. And again, it doesn't take long to get to where you need to be in the city. We do have a Costco. Now we do have more than one, but that one's the main one.
So do you know what a Trader Joe's is?
I
You guys have-
do. Yes, we do
Okay.
have a Trader Joe's. We have one in the Germantown area. We may have some others, but that main one is going to be in the Germantown area, which again is, pretty much in the middle of town or city.
What does that mean, Germantown area? I mean, I know what the words Germantown means, but like,
Yeah.
is that the name of a town or is that
It is.
part of Memphis?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
So Germantown is a suburb in the city of Memphis, but it's kind of its own municipality. But it is like right there. It's on the edge of Cordova, but it is right there in the middle of everything in Memphis.
We in Bakersfield are very pro Second Amendment. We have the largest population, I guess is the term. Anyway, the largest collection of retired veterans here in our county, in Kern County. We have a large prison system in our county as well. So it's very easy for you to be, me to be showing a house and I see multiple gun safes and I see multiple, indications that the homeowner is very pro 2A. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
So tell me about Memphis. Are you guys an open carry or what is your gun situation there?
Yeah, it's I really wish I would have. I believe it's concealed carry here, but I mean, I'm surprised to even hear that from
In California,
California. I know most
Yes.
people are. I mean, that is wow. I got to tell my husband that after that's interesting. Good to know. What a fun fact.
Yeah.
So yes, take what y'all are there and like through the roof because yes, very very pro 2A here for
Yes.
sure.
I love
Yeah.
that. I have
Yeah.
this really cool thing. So I know you work. What is the brokerage that you work for?
Keller Williams Realty.
Okay, I'm with Coldwell Banker. So we have this cool thing at Coldwell. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
It's called a move meter. So it gives the stats on where presumably somebody watching this channel is either in California or in Bakersfield, and they're going to move to Memphis. So let's see what happens when I type in Bakersfield and it comes up. So we're moving from here to, let's see what this looks like. Memphis.
Yeah.
Oh, Memphis is. We got a lot of them. So it's going to calculate like the mileage, the cost of living. It's so fun. I love doing this.
Oh
So
my
it says,
gosh, I would have got to use that. How cool
Right?
is that?
a move from Bakersfield to Memphis, Tennessee covers 1,808 miles. On paper, this move would be on par with your current location. So this number is the fun one. La da da, drum roll, please, 74. Okay.
Wow.
Housing affordability, quality of life, job market, and living affordability. So let's go through this.
Cool.
Isn't this fun? So our home prices are significantly, like what were you saying a minute ago about the person that was getting like $1 million difference? That would be it. So our home prices are significantly higher than there. Our property taxes are lower. Home appreciation rate. Oh gosh, what does a negative mean? I don't even know. I've never seen that before.
Wow.
Yeah, home price per square foot. That's indicating what we already know. So it says Memphis scores lower than Bakersfield in housing affordability. So that means they can get more for their money
Mhm.
there. Our education, your education. Holy guacamole. Healthcare and fitness, weather.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, Memphis is on the right. Okay, yeah.
Air quality index. Ours is 19. Ours is pretty low. Yours is significantly higher. Commute, about the same. Accessibility, about the same. Culture and entertainment, about the same. So that's good to know.
Oh, interesting.
Memphis scores higher than Bakersfield on quality of life. Unemployment, y'all have more opportunity for work there. Recent job growth, we have negative job growth. You guys are increasing. Praise
Wow.
the Lord.
Yeah, I could speak to that for sure.
You guys have no income tax. What?
Yes, and I need to do a video comparing Tennessee to Mississippi because Mississippi does, but
Oh, look at these are all the areas that you were just talking about. Oh, this is cool. Texas and oh, look at that. So what were you saying about there's no state income tax there?
yes, so It's interesting because with the income taxes, so you have, in comparison, specifically with the taxes, you comparing Mississippi to Tennessee, you may not, one may not have, the income tax, but the other has the sales tax, I think. So sales tax, I think for Tennessee is maybe higher. I can't remember. So, ugh.
Okay. You guys have property taxes?
Yes,
Okay.
in the different areas, there's specifically different counties here in Memphis. And so Shelby County has a whole lot more, property taxes than Fayette County, which are going to be those outlying areas,
Okay.
Oakland, Tennessee. And so that was a really fun, I cannot remember off the top of my head what that program was that I used, but it was nice to even see there's such a huge differentiation, even within the city of Memphis, the areas surrounding Memphis, as far as property taxes go.
Okay, so it changes depending on where you are, county city limits or outside of city limits, kind of thing.
Yeah, so we have Fayette County, Tipton County. Okay, so Tipton County is going to be your outliers of Millington, Tennessee, Covington, Tennessee, Atoka, Tennessee. And so we have quite a few people moving, here that are going to be working on base that are, like to live in Millington, Atoka. And then, of course, Shelby County, which is most of the Memphis metro area, and then some outlying areas. So those are our main counties that are served here in the area.
Can you see the map that I have up?
Yeah, let's see the map.
Oh, there's Germantown. Yay.
Yeah.
Love that it showed up. So how many counties does Memphis make up, or how many county, you know what I mean? Like how many are in the area?
Yeah,
Like, does
3.
Memphis cover more than one county? I think was a better question.
Yeah, 3. So it's going to be that Fayette County, Tipton County, and Shelby County. And so when you get further out is when you get to, some of the other counties. But those are the 3 main ones. Mainly Shelby County that covers most of the area.
And that would make sense on why you got your license in the other state.
Mississippi.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. If you see that line, that that little dotted line.
yeah, that's the state, right? That's where
Yeah.
it ends.
Yeah. I mean, I used to live, when we first moved to Memphis, I used to live about 5 minutes from the state line in Mississippi. And yeah.
What other platforms are you on? Are you on TikTok? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram?
I'm on Facebook. I forget I have Instagram till somebody says the word Instagram. Honestly, I'm so serious because I'm never on there, and I'm not on TikTok. So really,
YouTube is the
just
main one.
Facebook. Yeah, Facebook and YouTube. Honestly,
We love YouTube. We love that platform.
I do. I
It's our
absolutely love
favorite.
it.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come onto my channel to be introduced, so that if somebody is looking to move from Bakersfield or from California and they can reach out to you and be helped in Memphis, that would be a win for everybody. And I think that they would be in great hands with you.
Well, I
being,
appreciate that. And
Yeah, of
especially,
course.
and around here, if anybody is looking to move to Bakersfield, I got
Yeah.
you.
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be so great.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.